This Bitcoin breakout is starting now, but having a deeper look into the charts, we should not be getting fooled. We need to be talking about the truth of this Bitcoin breakout and what is about to happen next, because a massive breakout is still about to happen, while this chart is exactly telling us what is the next move for Bitcoin. So we'll be talking about my Bitcoin game plan, what is about to happen next week, and many more important data points. So can we once again push up the likes, back above the 200 likes? That will be absolutely amazing, and as always, let's have a look into our short term. We are trading in another weekend, and because of that, I do not trust this Bitcoin breakout. We've been breaking out outside of this falling wedge pattern on a Friday leading into a weekend. Right now we have that CME close price sitting at about the 83.9k level, approximately the 84k level. And typically during the course of a weekend, we tend to just consolidate at around that CME close price. Now, the last few weekends have actually been kind of different because we have been seeing a lot of volatility. During the last few weekends, we can be seeing it over here. We saw an insane move being created during the weekend. Also over here, we saw an insane move being created during the course of the weekend. And because of that, we've also been creating these Bitcoin CME gaps. And whenever that happens, we typically tend to fill these CME gaps very quickly, which is exactly what we have once again done over here. This CME gap got filled. But however, usually we tend to consolidate over here, and that is going to be one of the main reasons why I do not trust this current Bitcoin breakout that we are getting. Yes, we might be headed a bit further to the upside. Yes, it is looking good, but at the same time, we are still trading inside of a downtrend on that 4-hour time frame. We can also start to have a look into a rising wedge pattern being created. So while in that longer term, all of the data is still pointing bullish, and I am still going to be expecting a longer term bottom getting created for Bitcoin, well, in that short term, the trend is still your friend. The trend is still down. And I do want to be waiting for some further confirmations before eventually longing the Bitcoin trend. So let's see, I think that this is going to be the best opportunity in the market. We'll be explaining exactly why a little bit later. I think that this might very well play out in the market. But first, need to be talking about next week, because next week is about to be massive for the market. We are about to get the FOMC meeting and another interest rate decision. Now, I do not think we're going to be getting any rate cuts. That is not going to be likely at all. But like I have said, it is going to be very important to see how Jerome Powell's speech will be. With the stock market crashing to the downside, with inflation also going down. So I think that next week could very well be a turning point in the market, while all of the Bitcoin data is pointing bullish, because we are forming this Bitcoin bullish divergence. We are seeing that the majority of the market participants are trading short, and that is generally an indication of a local bottom getting created. Bitcoin funding rates are trading negative. We can be seeing that the Bitcoin RSI indicator has been reaching these bottoming out levels. The Bitcoin funding rates, like I've said, are trading negative. Very good indication of a local bottom. At the same time, all of the Bitcoin liquidity is sitting at the top side. We are seeing US spot Bitcoin ETF outflows, and whenever we are seeing outflows from these ETFs, it has generally always marked a Bitcoin bottom. These ETF traders are also just retail traders, and they also tend to sell the Bitcoin bottoms and buy the Bitcoin tops. Right now, they are selling another bottom, exactly indicating the emotions of the retail trader and exactly showing us that we want to be buying now. On top of that, we are still trading inside of a bull market. I mean, we are holding the trend of this Bitcoin bull market. We have seen extreme levels of fear in the Bitcoin sentiment. However, I do still think that we should be a little bit more patient, because it has always taken about 1 to 2 months until eventually these signals have been playing out. We have definitely been seeing a huge breakdown, and usually the markets do need some time before eventually fully recovering from a downwards move like we have been seeing. Usually after hitting these extreme levels of fear in the market, it is taking about 1 to 2 months before eventually the market settles and eventually the market goes towards that next leg higher. It takes some time, and patience is what's being needed. And this is also perfectly being reflected in the global liquidity chart, with a 105 days offset now. We can see, and everyone is talking about this fact, that the Bitcoin price is perfectly being reflected by the global liquidity. Global liquidity has been moving to the upside. Bitcoin has also been moving to the upside. Global liquidity has been moving down. Bitcoin has also been moving down. Right now, the global liquidity is again moving to the upside with a double bottom, and now everybody is expecting that again Bitcoin is about to move to the upside again. However, many people fail to realize that the global liquidity has been putting in this double bottom, and after this second bottom where the liquidity has reversed the trend and flipped towards the upside again. Now, I think that there is going to be a very good chance that the same thing is going to be happening with the Bitcoin price, that the Bitcoin price will see another move to the downside, and then after hitting a double bottom, then break this trend to the upside again, just like the global liquidity is doing. I still think it takes some more time. It still takes some more patience until eventually we are going to be settling down and we are going to be initiating that next leg to the upside. Like I have said, usually it takes about 1 to 2 months. We have been seeing this breakdown at the end of February, so it is going to be expected to see the next leg forward and up again in the end of March or about the middle of April. I would hope that we would be able to get it sooner, and we are already going to be breaking up. I would be very glad if that would happen indeed in the market, if we are going to be breaking this downtrend, but I just do not think it is going to be likely at this moment. I still do think we're going to be consolidating a little bit further and still going to be wrecking a lot more Bitcoin traders in that shorter term. But also, like I've been talking about, next week is going to be very important with the FOMC meeting, because literally everyone is waiting for monetary policy to be getting changed, and if Jerome Powell is going to be hinting towards this, it's going to be exploding the markets. Anyways, if you're going to be getting interested in trading this upcoming Bitcoin breakout, make sure to check out that first link down below, because with the first link down below, you can be claiming $150 completely for free. I'm also going to be trading this Bitcoin breakout over on Blofin. So exciting times are coming. Exciting times are ahead of ourselves, but we still just need to be a little bit more patient. Anyways, with that being said, make sure to follow me over on X to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.